Hi, I'm David with Velocity Conveyor. Today we'll take a look at what tools you need to get started as a technician. Here are the power tools you'll need to get started with. You have an impact wrench, an impact driver, a power ratchet, a drill with a 1/2-inch chuck, battery charger, and some extra batteries. The impact wrench you need has a 3/8-inch chuck. I think the model number you need is a 2758-20. I think the 2754-20 is obsolete. The torque is up to 210 foot-pounds. You're going to be using the impact wrench for any high torque applications for breaking stuff loose. Impact driver, which is for different types of bits. The 2656-20 has brushes, but you could instead go with the brushless, which is 2850-20. A power ratchet, you need a 3/8 chuck on it. Model 2457-20. Then you'll need a drill with a 1/2-inch chuck. And this one has the hammer function, so you can use it on some concrete applications. Catalog number 2804-20. You need to get the one with the hammer function so that you're not in a place where you need it and you don't have it. This is just an option without it if you need a secondary drill. And then of course you're going to need some extra batteries and charger. I recommend getting anything that's 5.0 amp hours or higher. But if you get those small 2.0 or 2.5 amps, you just run out of your battery constantly. You also need to have belt hooks on your tools, all impacts and drills. It comes with these flat sheet metal ones that bend closed easily, and then you can't get it on your pocket or belt loop. So I recommend getting this one, which is sold most cheaply at Grainger. The part number is 22 Mike Whiskey 64 at Grainger. Here are some hand tools you'll need with an open hand tool bag so that everything is open and it doesn't zip closed. You'll put dividers in to keep everything organized. One swivel head 9/16 ratcheting wrench. A complete set of standard wrenches from 1/4 inch up to 3/4 inch. You'll also need an additional 3/4 inch wrench, so you have 2 of them. An additional 9/16 wrench, so you have 2. Really, you'll now have 3 wrenches with the swivel head. You'll need a ratchet wrench like this with a 3/8 chuck, a 6-inch and 3-inch extension that can either go on this wrench or on an impact, a complete metric set of wrenches. I think they sell them in sets of from 8mm to 19mm. You can probably start with that and get some larger wrenches if you need to. A standard set of hex or Allen wrenches, metric set, 2 lineup pins, 3/16 and 1/4 inch, square nose pliers, dikes or side snips, needle nose pliers, channel locks, vice grips, 1 large adjustable wrench for anything you don't have a wrench large enough for, tin snips, Phillips head screwdrivers, number 2 and number 1, maybe a number 3 also. I've got 2 number 2s here and 1 number 1. Flathead screwdrivers, get some larger ones, 5/16 and a 1/4 inch, and then a couple of electrician screwdrivers, probably 3/16, a long one and short one. Micro screwdrivers, Phillips number 1, Phillips 0, flathead 1/8 inch, flathead 3/32, flathead 1/16, utility knife and some extra blades, wire strippers, some electrical tape, and something I always like to keep in the bag. Have a 1/4 inch ratcheting wrench with an extension, swivel, and some different Allen sockets to get in some weird places. Snap ring pliers, reversible. flat putty knife, torpedo level. Don't get this one with this magnetic strip, get one with a neodymium magnets, or however you say that. Otherwise this just keeps falling when you're working at height in a scissor lift. Extendable magnet, couple Sharpies and ballpoint pen, 35-foot tape measure. This is the wide blade, which is stronger to stand out farther but doesn't come with a magnet. You might want to get another 25-footer that has a magnet and wide blade. Get some of these Milwaukee bit sets so that you have assorted sets for square screws and star bits. Need some cobalt drill bits from sizes 1/8 inch up to 1/2 inch. You'll need like a quantity of 3 for each size, except you'll need quantity 5 for the 3/16 and the 7/16 drill bit, which we use the most. This is an example of what not to buy. It's that black oxide from Home Depot. These are junk. Yeah, they're cheap, but they don't last. Cobalt, you're going to spend some money, but they are going to last. They come from Threads for the South in this package. They call them HD Super Premium Black and Gold, because you can see it sort of looks like gold and then black in the flutes. High-speed twist drills. And you can see them from Home Depot in a pack like this, and they just say cobalt. A block that holds all your sockets and different bits. Deep well socket side, short well socket side, both sets of which are from 5/16 to 7/8. Then you have hex or Allen sockets, which are as large as 1/2 inch all the way down to 5/32. Those were from Harbor Freight. This set from Home Depot. A set of magnetic nut drivers, 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16. And they're 1/4 inch hex, so they go into your impact driver. 1/4 inch extension. You might want a shorter one also, but this long one is by Diablo. It doesn't have a magnet inside of it, so it latches with a ball and release mechanism, so it doesn't get corroded and end up not working. So far it's holding up a lot better than the magnetic junk. Number 3 and number 2 Phillips head bits, 1/4 inch and 3/16 flat head bits. Torx head or star bit number 27 and number 25. 1/2 inch adapter for the impact driver, and several 3/8 adapters. So everything you need is right here. You got your hand tool bag, your bit and socket set, tape measure, blades, impact wrench, impact driver, drill with hammer function, 90-degree 3/8 power ratchet, charger, and batteries. You also need, of course, steel or composite toe boots, plain black t-shirts. You'll wear company t-shirts after you've worked with us a while. Don't wear other clothing or ball caps with other company logos so we look professional. And this is just the start for your tool set. As you work toward becoming a master technician, you'll accumulate more tools on your own, all while staying streamlined and not carrying more than you need. Here are a couple things I keep in my tool bag. I didn't put on the list, but you might want to see. Pair of lineman pliers. This has a crimp on the back for electrical fittings. These are crimps specifically for electrical connections, so they're less annoying to use for that than the lineman. I also keep a homemade grade stick for when I'm using the rotary laser. Klein electrical meter. And this is really handy to have a screwdriver with a 1/4 inch hex receiver on it so that you can use it with all those little bits that come in those Milwaukee cases. It's just super handy and saves you from being annoyed. Here's our setup in the truck and all the tools we have. Of course, it's going to take you a little bit of time to gather all your tools, and that's all right. But really on day one, you should already have your wrenches, your power ratchet, and your impact wrench, because that's the basis for everything that we work with. Here's the outside of the truck. By the way, you saw all of my tools were marked with spray paint. You are required to mark all of your tools so they're not confused with other technicians or contractors on the job site.